Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I'm ending off my my main Masterverse collection, I guess, with an Optimus Prime. It's not the actual Masterpiece one, I know. The first Masterpiece one came out like for the 30th anniversary, like 20 years ago. Didn't really like it. Thought it looked really chunky and not particularly like the robot or the cartoon, or the toy or the cartoon. And then I didn't buy it. And also I thought they'll probably release it with a tractor trailer, and they did. And then I still didn't like it, but then they released another one which is more accurate and had the tractor trailer, so I thought, well, I'll get that. But they're both like $500. I'm like, I'd rather have like 4 figures, than, even though I love Optimus. And then I saw this one for $100, and I'm like, oh my god, I love it. It's very close to the second design. It is different, and it's also, this one is supposed to be in metallic colours, which I love, and it looks great. I'm looking at the box now, I'm scared it's not. There's nothing to indicate which version it is. The person I was speaking to told me, oh, it's metallic. The box is metallic. That's how I can tell it's the right one. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And I get it, and it looks exactly like the regular one, so I'm scared to open it. That's why I'm procrastinating talking this long. I don't want it to be the wrong one. Even though it's more screen accurate, I'm going to buy the other one, and I want this one to be very different, not them to be really similar. Oh yes, it's the right one. Thank God. I was dreading opening that. I can show you the back. Well, it's not much to show. It's a little bit of some sort of Cybertronian background or something, and that's it. Very simple. Okay, now let's get him out. Oh, it's not even taped. Okay, cool. Wow, he looks gorgeous. I was a little bit worried that the metallics might be too strong. Now, the gun, wow, that's really light. Wow, that's really light and hollow. But that's okay, it still looks good. Very black. Some of the other guns I've noticed are a bit more gunmetal. But, yes, I love that. That rich metallic colour on the red. Oh, it looks gorgeous. I was afraid it would look very chrome. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm so glad. I was so afraid it was gonna, because you never know with these third-party ones really. But because I saw the original one that was released back in like 2000, and it was amazing just to see him that big, but he just didn't quite seem right. And the more I look at it, the less I like it. So I'm glad I never bought it. And I have this. Now, like I said, there's another one which is very similar. The main difference is the radiator. It doesn't have the line down here, and it sits out a bit more, and it's a bit thicker, and it's all cartoon colours like white and grey, and just plain, red, like a fire engine red. This is just so much darker and richer, and this is a bit more accurate as well, I think. The shapes, oh, I love it so much. I was so afraid that it wouldn't be like this, because you'd look at different pictures online and some would look different, and I'm like, oh no, which am I going to get? Okay, so let's have a look at accessories. Actually, in a little bag you can undo. Yes, these are cheaper to buy than those ones, but you can reuse them. So he's got some battle damage. You can replace his sides, and he's got little scars from where he's been shot. That's pretty cool. And we've got some bullet holes in his windshields. That's pretty cool as well. And of course he's got his, I think that, yeah, goes around. So he's got his axe arm and the other part of that. I think someone thought that was a separate thing. I think you're supposed to close that on over the hand. Yeah, I think that's how that works. But, and then we have a different head with the smaller, antenna. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. And it saved me $400. So I was able to buy 3 other figures. Basically, I paid for the Seekers almost. Almost. Yeah, so I'm not going to transform him. But look at that. Look at the colour. It doesn't, I don't think it comes up as well on camera. It looks like blood red. Just beautiful. Now let's compare him with the original. Actually this one is one of the reissues. It's a tiny little bit darker than the usual ones. me just get those out of the way. But yep. Tad little bit of size difference. It's like, hey. But that's kind of the point. But he looks more cartoon accurate without being white and grey. Because this looks like a machine, this looks like a robot. Those just, I don't really get the cartoon colours. Because you know the white and grey is meant to be chrome and silver. So doing them literally white and grey, it's just, it takes away the robotness of them, I guess. Now let's compare him to the first little new one. Oh, actually, they did a couple in War for Cybertron before this one. But I got this one because I thought it looked better than the other ones. But as you can see, still a huge height difference. Hi. And yeah, this is a nice one though. But he's not much taller than the original. And only a little bit taller than some of the other Transformers. I really want him to be really tall. But then, of course, we got the 86, Studio 86. And no, obviously they're a different size, but I'm holding him closer. So yeah, so see, that's more of a gunmetal, whereas that one's black like it was in the cartoon. And this has the white legs and the grey there, whereas this is metallic. It's also clear here. I never understood why it was clear. I think it looks cool, but it didn't really relate to me to the comic. I keep forgetting he's taller and slipping his head out. But yeah, so this is, you know, more in line with this. So it's more like the cartoon version, but just with the metallic colours. I love it so much more than the other one. I know I'm going on and on about it, but I love it. Because it looks better than the expensive, you know, real one. And I'm going to get that later, because I want the tractor trailer and the packaging to go for all the other boxes. But in the meantime, I'd rather have like 2 or 3 other figures. Wow, this is really solid. It's basically plastic. Okay. Magic Square, MS Toys, Light of Freedom. Well, that's not quite going to match the other cards I've got. But, you know, what can you do? Now, let's see, what's the instruction booklet like? I'm not even going to try and transform into a truck. I don't care. I never display them as vehicles. I've got a die-cast metal one that's about the same size as this. I can sit that in front of him. I'm good. So yeah, it's actually CG modelling of the figure, not photography, and not colour, but some colour in the printing. Pretty simple, pretty basic. But you know, that's part of the reason why I'll be buying the Masterpiece one, to get the box to match all the others and the instructions to match all the others. Although I think it's a booklet. The booklets suck because they're black and white inside. And it's 8 minutes. I'm still talking, but I can't stop looking at him. Oh, this is so beautiful. Now let's get Megatron. Because the other concern I had was with Megatron, because I had seen, oh, they look beautiful together. I had seen pictures of this, and particularly the artwork that was on the packaging and advertising, and that had him look just like a plain grey, like he's painted a matte grey. And I'm like, no, he should be metallic. He should be chrome, or at least metallic. And then I saw some pictures where it looked metallic. I'm like, oh god, which am I going to get? And I couldn't tell. Ordered it. I got the metallic one, thank god. And now I'm really glad I got this metallic Optimus Prime, because I think the legs should have been like a metallic grey anyway. And the legs should be like that. This is a bit much, but I think it looks beautiful, but it's not really accurate. But these is how I imagine he would have looked. But it's 9 minutes. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of... Wow, I don't know what he is. Magic Square, Optimus Prime, Light of Freedom. Is that what they're actually calling him? Is that his name? Because I know they can't like say what they actually are. But yeah, that's nice. But yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. Wow. I'm so glad I got the right one. Oh, I didn't even check the matrix. Is it in there? Yep. Oh, and it's metal. Oh, yay. Some of them are plastic. Wow, that's really nice. I'm so glad. And they're really small too, some of them. Not mentioning anybody. But I'm really going to go this time. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the Magic Square Optimus Prime, and the idea of doing like metallic versions, because the flat matte sort of grey and white cartoon versions, part of me finds the charm. Some of them really works, others, when they have a lot of metal, it just makes them look like a toy, not a little robot.